Austin, Texas, DKR Texas Memorial Stadium. It's the Oregon Ducks and the Texas Longhorns. Restatus Dave Pollock, Jesse Baldwin with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
Here in Austin, DKR is one of the most iconic stadiums in college football. Texas Memorial Stadium, the fans, the burnt orange. You've got Bevo here on the sideline. There is so much love every time you come to a college football game here. History in the making at DKR. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. Kick off first, and here we go. He'll bring it back looking for help. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return. The coverage unit was there and ready. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Gonna run it. It's Davison. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
The Ducks signal for their first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Here's more to throw. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
And they're starting to bring some noise here on this early 3rd and 10. On the gun, on 3rd down, Dante Moore. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a first down. The Ducks want to crank the tempo.
Really nice awareness that time by the quarterback. He knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up the first down. He's scrambling on that play, and there are a lot of guys out there that would slide, that would try to run out of bounds, protect themselves, but that was really tough what he did. He put his body on the line to go pick up that first.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Moore trying to get everyone on the same page. They'll run the screen, and the screen goes nowhere. They stop him for no gain on the play.
Listen, if I'm a QB, 2nd down, I want to check the ball down and get a manageable 3rd down. But when this defense is flying around like this, so fast closing out, he got to that running back, got him on the ground so fast, the running back had nowhere to go.
probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Fires to the wideout. And it's knocked away, incomplete on 3rd down.
This is the matchup everyone was excited to see in this football game, and it doesn't take long to get to it. One of the best receivers in the game, one of the best corners in the game, one-on-one, quarterback taking a shot, and early on, it's the corner who wins, knocking it away for the incompletion. That won't be the last time these two guys go toe-to-toe, but this is where your eyes need to be all game long.
That one off. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Manning gets it out quickly. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
The RPO fired complete to the left. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Offenses don't like being in this situation. They don't like having little success on 1st and 2nd down because now you know I got to pass the football. I got to air it out. It makes me really predictable. So let's make sure you take care of the football and find those plays you really like.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
Coaches look at this stat every single football game. How do you execute on 3rd?
Guys, look at this. I'm surprised. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. Manning to the air again. Unloads to the wideout. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
That's a nice-looking catch on that play, and I know Texas is known for DBs, and they're known for having really good running backs. Not a lot of great receivers over the years. I'll tell you what, though, this guy has really showed up in this game. He's making plays, and I know they want to continue to build a legacy at this position here in this program. That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running a football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Here's Manning to throw. Fires to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. running from the gun on third down. Unloads to the right. Good route on the comeback, and he makes the catch. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. The Longhorns, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Both sides trying to find a little rhythm and efficiency and move the ball some here as we start the second quarter. They've got a 1st down here to open the period. Pulls and fires complete. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns! If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing. For this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
If you go for 2 right here, you better get it, or else you're going to be chasing points the rest of the day. They're working that left side. Into the end zone for the 2, and they push that lead out to 8.
If I'm an offense and I got a penalty on the defense, if there's an extra point where it's go over 2, I'm always putting the 2-point unit on there. Nice job being aggressive. Go get that 2, man, when you get the ball at the 1 yard line.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Moore. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. There he goes. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the 1st down out to the 30. The Ducks want to move quickly.
Man, that's so frustrating. It happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Moore to the air. Looking to buy time. Got out of trouble and throws. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. Moore from the gun on 3rd down. It's caught downfield. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47. And the Ducks are rolling down the field. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously, the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Now, a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
DKR heating up and trying to make 3rd down impossible here. Looking to the big tight end. Working the middle. Makes a grab and a nice gain. Gets it to the 35. The Ducks go back to work after moving the chains through the air.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great.
Makes the catch and he's free. Corralled and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business. Running inside, it's Davison. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. And he's in. Pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, Oregon! That touchdown was a clinic in keeping your offense on the field and wearing the other defense out.
Sometimes your best defense is your own offense, being able to stay on the field. You're absolutely right, Luis. That was a clinic. Running the ball, playing at great rhythm and pace. QB making good, smart decisions and not shooting yourselves in the foot. No penalties, no turnovers. It doesn't get any better than that last drive.
He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Hold it, finds his man on the left. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I mean, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
The Longhorns with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Arch Madness makes the catch. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. So what do they have for third and short from their own 23? Manning from the gun on third down. Fires to the tight end. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. Now Oregon will call its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Now on fourth down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. Fourth down, Manning. Throwing right. Snags it, and there's running room. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. And the Longhorns will snap it on first and 10. To throw, Manning. Fires left. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
This time it's complete. Knocked down immediately, but a big gain down to the 45.
Such a nice job at pass protection. You got the corner route there to the tight end. It's going to take the big fella a little while to get to that area of the field, so you got to build a nice pocket for the quarterback to throw from. And all 5 guys up front doing their job individually, working together in tandem beautifully. That's what really allowed that play to work.
And I love when my quarterback sees zoned and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Complete. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Well, that was an easy one for the officials. You can't grab a face mask like that, and it costs the defense a first down. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Throwing, Manning. Shoots it to the left. He's got it. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
And man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown. But you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
Makes the grab. Tried to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms.
Ready, go!
Let's it fly. Go to the end zone. It's picked off. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half. Never a good time for a turnover, but it always seems a little worse when you're about to knock on the door of the end zone.
No doubt about it. And it's this area of the field, Reese, where your execution really has to be great. Because down in the red zone, the windows to throw into it for a quarterback, they're smaller and they close a lot quicker. So you really have to be on the same page as your wide receiver. And that time, the offense
looking to take a shot. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. The Ducks will kick it away to crank up the second half. On the move from inside his 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
They're dealing with a second and long. Arch is going to throw for it. Unloads to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
And both of these defenses, man, they've been so good. They've been physical. They've been great tackling, limiting explosive plays. But it's these type of plays right here. When it's kind of a 50-50, 60-40, where the offense has to make the play, the defense has been consistently winning in this football game.
And he's brought down after a nice game.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Well, this defense knew coming into this one, this offense would take shots. They know they have targets that can fly and push down the field vertically. Nice job in coverage there.
It'll be third and long. Manning from the gun on third down. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
For this defense, man, to get back into the game, we talked about it at half. They got to pressure the quarterback. They got to force some sacks, and they do it.
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. Manning to throw for it on fourth. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Goes high to pull it in. He's got enough. Keep this drive going.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down. You're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
He's got him. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Yeah, and you see some people get upset with offsides in the defense. I call it the cost of doing business. It's just part of being great off the football. Sometimes you'll guess and sometimes you'll be wrong. The first one is always on me, Coach, and then the second one, usually he takes me out of the game.
A give to Brown. Runs through another guy. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks for the first down.
And this is exactly how you want to draw it up if you're an offensive coach. Later in the game, you start to get in the second half, and you got the lead, and you can be the more physical team. It's really hard for somebody to come back. This defense has got to come up with a stop. They got to get more physical right now in this football game, or it's going to get out of hand.
First down, right back to Brown. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
They'll move the wide receiver. Play clock was getting close to 0, and they have to burn a timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Man, as you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the contact of the football when they're trying to make the catch. Great job breaking on the football at the perfect time.
Motion from the wide receiver. Makes the grab. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. And that's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that play.
And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. And he gets it in! Touchdown, Texas! I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with a touchdown.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Dante Moore looking left. Got his man to the 43-yard line, and a 1st down for this offense. And the Ducks racing to the line in the hurry-up.
I know one of the things this offense takes a lot of pride in the passing game is they feel like they can attack every area of the field. They have success when they throw it outside, but they're really good throwing to the middle of the field, too. Quarterback has confidence. There's really good timing in this passing game, and you saw it right there between the QB and his intended target, getting that big catch.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Moore, play action. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
They had the big play to start the drive, but a couple of misfires now leaves us with 3rd and 10. On the gun, on 3rd down, Dante Moore. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
And you thought maybe in the second half this offense could just find a rhythm, find something to take advantage of this defense, but the defense has really had their number, not putting up a lot of points. And again,
guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. So they were getting up against the play clock, and they don't want the penalty. They'll take the timeout here. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Three straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. 4th down, Moore. Converts on 4th down. Still going. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. And we've reached the end of the 3rd, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. Throwing Moore. The screen, he's got wheels. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. The Ducks will hustle to the line. Push down for the tackle. Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Now here's Moore. Throws for the tight end. Wide open downfield. That'll be enough for a 1st down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6. The Ducks will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ducks! The Ducks with the answer. Well, we wondered exactly where the momentum was, and it looks as if Uncle Mo might have switched sidelines and switched families.
And momentum is such a big thing. It's such a real part of college football, isn't it? And you can just feel that right now. It just felt a few minutes ago like this game was over, and all of a sudden, this team, they're believing in themselves. They've got some wind. They've got some hope. Their defense now needs to get the football back to keep that momentum going.
Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. That last touchdown drive tightened this one up, and we'll see what these guys can do coming down the stretch. Stands it quickly on the left. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the 1st down.
I'll tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on that last play.
Time is on their side, and they're going to wind that play clock all the way down. Wide receiver going in motion. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. That false start might prove to be really costly as now they come to the line with a 2nd and 6. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
I love the quick decision that QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long.
Here we go. Ready. 180. What? Bubba, Bubba. 180, go.
Got it, looking for a first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
Works the middle in tight quarters. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
You know what's interesting? At this point in the game, with the lead in the 4th quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball, and because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it. 2 straight completions now back-to-back.
Finds the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, still got him on the turf. So now it's 2nd and long. Quick release by the QB. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Early movement on the offense will push them back a bit. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. 3rd down is coming. Now a little bit farther to go after the penalty. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? Taking it the other way. He's at the 20.
Oh, my goodness. What you couldn't do. Make this mistake late in the ballgame. Now, your defense better go bail you out and make a play because that was a critical turnover.
Great place to start for this offense. From the red zone, it's Davison. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks. And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
Man, this game has been incredible to watch, and the offense comes through late in the game, takes the lead. What a clutch drive by this offense. Now, I'm looking at you, defense. We got the lead late in the game. I need you to go put this thing on ice and win it for me.
On the option. Now the toss. Worked on the touchdown. Might as well do the same thing on the 2-point conversion. He gets all 8 points on that trip. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Motion from the wideout. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory. Got to get everybody lined up quickly, time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Here's Arch to throw. Pressure coming. Stands in and takes the hit. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up.